have seen over the past 2 to 3 weeks, ever since Operation Sindoor was paused, that the Congress party, especially its leader Rahul Gandhi, aided by his acolytes like Jairam Ramesh and Pawan Khera and others, going after the government, mocking not just Prime Minister Narendra Modi but the Indian armed forces, saying Modi surrendered to the Pakistani army or the Pakistani establishment, that Trump threatened Modi and that is why Modi surrendered. They tried to even bring in his name, Narendra, and surrender. But then Rahul Gandhi doesn't realize the damage he is doing to the morale of the Indian armed forces. He is speaking the language which even Pakistan has not spoken. That is the most audacious thing. That's the most dangerous thing. We all know Rahul Gandhi never liked the Indian army. He questioned them when the surgical strike took place. He questioned the Indian Air Force when the Balakot strike happened. Because all of the time he wanted proof. All because he doesn't want Narendra Modi to take credit for it. As in Operation Sindoor, we saw a huge outpouring of nationalism across the country. For a few days, Rahul Gandhi stayed quiet. But we all knew that he would not stay quiet for long. And sure enough, the moment the delegation started traveling to different countries, in which a few of the congressmen were also included, Rahul Gandhi blew his top because his favorites never made it to the list. Shashi Tharoor was one such example. And Tharoor was speaking the language which all of us Indians were speaking, that we beat Pakistan hollow. And if they come back next time, we will make sure they get it even worse. But then Rahul Gandhi is not wanting all that. He's questioning as to how many aircraft we lost, how many people were killed. He never asked how many aircraft did Pakistan lose, how many Pakistani servicemen were killed, which terror outfits were hit and where, and which Pakistani Air Force bases, radar stations and military cantonments were hit. He doesn't want to know all that. He only wants to know what India lost. In every war, there is a loss. But then you don't go and announce it, because some of them will be used in the next skirmish, that whenever that happens. And as CDS Anil Chauhan said, we did make some tactical mistakes, tactical errors as he called them, but we corrected and flew the next day and did the damage which Pakistan is even now trying to recover from. But then every day, Rahul Gandhi, Pawan Khera, Jairam Ramesh, Supriya Shirante and others keep hollering at the top of the voice that Modi surrendered, that Pakistan won the war. What did Modi have to do with kind of taking instructions from President Trump? Trump just said what he wants to say and he keeps backtracking everything. Rahul Gandhi believes President Trump more than he believes our Prime Minister. That's a problem. All because of one simple thing, because he doesn't like Prime Minister Narendra Modi. He doesn't like BJP. He doesn't like RSS. He makes it very, very clear. Today he was saying that RSS and BJP, if he pushed, they will run away. We've seen who's run away, actually. For 2 terms, this man who lost every other election is still the leader of opposition. And he's talking about pushing BJP and RSS away. The less said, the better about him. But what worries me is not that. What worries me is what Rahul Gandhi says. It's a morale of the armed forces which he is hitting. And sure enough, if you go to Twitter, you'll see a large number of retired army officers, especially at the senior level, warning Rahul Gandhi not to say what he's saying. Because he's playing right into the hands of Pakistan. And Pakistan is loving it. The Pakistani media is loving. There's a poster boy for them. And that is what sleeping with the enemy is all about. You are a traitor, Mr. Rahul Gandhi. That's for sure. And what you're doing is helping our enemy. Building up the Pakistani army and Air Force morale when they were actually down in the dumps. But your lies will not go on for long. It will catch up with you in the next election, whenever that happens, be it a state assembly or later the Lok Sabha. Because these words of yours will come back to haunt you. Because somebody somewhere has recorded all this and they will play it out. And people of India will come asking you why you're siding with the enemy, why you're speaking for Pakistan. If you have an issue with the government, you address it to the government, not calling it surrender. The armed forces in the briefing have very clearly said what they want to say, but there are many things in a war-like situation, which as we know even now, it's only paused. Operation Sindoor is not over. A lot of things are kept confidential. Does Rahul Gandhi know how many aircraft we lost in the 71 war against Bangladesh? That is the creation of Bangladesh in East Pakistan. More than 50. Every war has casualties. We also lost thousands. Does he know how many soldiers his father, Rajiv Gandhi, sent to Sri Lanka as a part of the Indian peacekeeping force operation? How many of them died? Thousands. That is what Mr. Rahul Gandhi is all about. We are not asking why Rajiv Gandhi did it. It was an error of judgment. Everybody knows that. We know what Indira Gandhi did in 71. We appreciated it. But then what happened subsequently was we got 93,000 prisoners of war, Pakistani prisoners of war, and she just let them go. Whom did she surrender to? That is a question we need to ask. Why didn't she get back 320 Indian prisoners of war who are lying in Pakistani jails who have never come back home till now? They would have all possibly died by now. Why, Mr. Rahul Gandhi? Why are you not asking that? Why are you not asking about the 38,000 square kilometers which your grandfather, your great-grandfather gifted away to China? Why? You're only bothered if the Chinese come in 5 kilometers, you keep talking about it. Why are you not questioning the Chinese as to when they'll give back the Aksai Chin to India, which your great-grandfather had gifted so liberally? One has to realize one needs a spirit of nationalism. But the problem is, this half Italian, half Indian doesn't understand it. And it's better that he gets away from politics because he's a disaster in politics. Your profile is not built up on Twitter. It is built up in the minds of the people, in the hearts of the people of Bharat. And that's more important. Thank you for watching. Jai Hind.